Alright, we're going to compute R4 for f of x equals x squared over the interval 0, 1. R4, this is the approximation with 4 rectangles using height at the rightmost endpoint. Sounds like a lot, I know. Alright, so first thing I want to do is figure out our delta x. Delta x is going to be 1 minus 0 over 4. 1/4. Okay, so what this 1/4 does is it gives us a recipe for cutting this interval of length 1 into 4 pieces of equal length. Okay, so what you do is you start at 0 there, and you go over delta x. That's to a 4th. Then you add a 4th, you add a 4th. 4th plus a 4th is a half. Now a half plus a 4th, that's 3/4. And then 3/4 plus a 4th is 4/4 or 1. Okay, now we're using the rightmost endpoint. That's the 1/4 for this interval, the 1/2 for this interval, the 3/4 for this interval, and the 1 for that interval as the values that are going to tell us the height of our rectangles. Okay, we're going to use that rectangle. We'll use that rectangle, that rectangle, and that rectangle. So the R4, you're probably saying, well, what does the R mean and what does the 4 mean? Okay, the 4 is the 4 rectangles. The 4 means we're using 4 rectangles. L4, 4 rectangles. The difference between the R and the L is telling you which one to use for how high you go up. Okay, so R, that means for this interval we use the rightmost endpoint. So for the interval 3/4 to 1, the rightmost endpoint is 1. We say, okay, how far do we go up? Well, we go up what the function says. So we go f of 1, which is 1 squared, which we know is 1. So our rectangle is width 3/4, height, whatever f of 1 is. For this rectangle, we have width 1/4, that's the delta x. The height is f of 3/4, which puts us right there. This guy, the width again is 1/4, the height is f of a half. A half, f of a half. A quarter, f of a quarter. Okay, so we have 4 approximating rectangles. We can give them names. Let's call this one area 1, area 2, area 3, and area 4. Okay, so R4 is just area 1 added to area 2 plus area 3 plus area 4. So let's find the area of area 1. Remember, area of a rectangle is length times width. So our length is a 4th times our height is a 4th plugged into the function. So f of a 4th, that's a 4th squared. Our width here for area 2, that's a 4th. It'll always be a 4th, right? Y, that's our delta x. Times our rightmost endpoint, that's 3/4 squared. got the last one there, right? Plus 1/4 times 1 squared. Alright, we can compute this thing. Okay, notice in each of these we have a 1/4. Pull that 1/4 out. Then we have 1/4 squared plus 1/2 squared plus 3/4 squared plus 1 squared. And just check the 1/4 times that and there, 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 there. Okay, we got a 4th there. Alright. Let's see, we got a 4th. Let's see, what's this? It's going to be 1/16 plus 1/4 plus 9/16 plus 1. Pretty gross looking thing, right? Okay, let's see, let's get some common denominators. A 4, make this into a 16 over 16. So we have 1/4 times 16. Let's see, we got 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16 there. Okay, let's see. 16, that's 20, 30 over 16. Okay. Over 16. Let's see, 4, let's see, 2 and 15. So we get 15 over